Alright, so what we'll do here, we are going to do a demo on one of our more popular connectors. This is our connector, part number D81B3. I'll just show you some basic stuff. So we're going to go ahead and install our wires. We'll put it together, and then actually I'm going to DePin it for you, so I'll kind of show you taking it apart. Which I should probably grab my screwdriver here now. Grab a couple. And we do offer the different smaller screwdriver kits. I think we have a 12-piece and a 16-piece on the site. And then we also have the larger, more precise DePin kit that will actually allow you to do more of your late model GM stuff, your Euros, and then it kind of has some universal ones. That's a 23-piece kit, and again, that's something we offer on the site. For me, the little precision screwdrivers and then that 23-piece kit pretty much cover everything I need, and that basically will get most everything where you can DePin it if you need to. So let me show you. So again, this is our wires. We actually, I don't know if you've seen the video we did with the cheaper connectors with the cheaper wire, kind of showing how easy it is for those to pull out of the terminal. Again, better crimp, better terminal, better seals, better wire. It has the high temp rating. So what you'll do, every connector, you're going to have either the catch built into the connector, which these it is. So it's going to be the plastic, and it's going to have 3 catches because it's a 3-pin connector. And the plastic is actually going to be kind of have a little bit of spring to it. And the pin is going to either catch in the hole in the top right there, or just at the end of the connector. The terminal, sorry. So you always going to kind of wonder which way until you learn it. When they have little guides like this one does, and it might be kind of hard to see, but there's little feet there that stick up, and you'll know. So I'm going to try to put it in wrong. I happen to, of course, know which way these go in. I'm going to try it wrong first. So let's see. So I feel tension immediately. Oh, excuse me, I did that the right way. Call me a liar there. Let me do it the wrong way this time. So we'll do it the wrong way. And right there, you feel tension, and it won't go in. It helps if I turn it the right way when I'm doing that. So I'm doing this upside down here, sorry. So we'll slide in, right there. And just give a little tug once you put them in. Make sure that it is locked in there. Again, slide in, you'll feel it click. And those feet are going into a groove usually, typically in the connector. And so that's what kind of stops it from going in the wrong way. Very rarely will you be able to put the pin in upside down. As long as you have the right pin for that connector, you're going to be good. It's not going to go in the wrong way. And again, you would know because it's going to be really tight when you're trying to put that in there. So let me show you again just one more time. I'm going to try to do this right since I'm upside down here. Slide that in. You feel that click here. We'll do it the wrong way. So, and then I just feel tension right there. It stopped. So I notice not try to force that, right? You should never have to force it in there. So that one stops, take it out, flip it around, and it clicks into place. Again, give it that little pull. Some connectors actually, you do need to pull back on it a little bit to get the plastic catch that is internal in there. It'll get the plastic catch trying to seep into the pin. So you kind of pull it back, and now we'll be ready to put the front of it on. So this connector does have the front lock. So this is a secondary lock. And what this does is it actually puts tension up on the plastic catch that's built into the connector. So that's just a little bit more security to make sure that the pins don't come out. Not all connectors have that, but it's definitely nice when they do. If it doesn't have it, then it's probably going to be a little bit different system. You don't have to worry, they're not just going to kind of fall out if you don't have that lock. But definitely a nice addition. So this one we'll put in, it's got the little steps, and that's actually going to push up into the catch there. So we'll slide it in. I'm doing this backwards here, excuse me. And then we'll just push it down. And you might not be able to hear it, but it gave a little click. So we'll do this one again. So take our front piece, kind of figure out, and actually let me show you here. These can be a little hard sometimes to know which way it goes on there. This one, of course, if you try to do it wrong, you would know pretty much immediately it's not going on. These will slide right down into the groove cut in the bottom there. Make sure I'm getting that there, and give that a snap, and then it's in there. So again, if the pin wasn't all the way installed, this would probably kind of have a little bit more tension on it, but since again I put these in, kind of gave them that pull backwards a little bit to make sure that the catches were all locked in, they go right in. So that's what you have there. Pretty easy to install the wires. When you buy them from us, it is going to come with the wires already installed typically, unless you request otherwise. So we can kind of do it either way. They will come solid color because we don't know what application you're using it for, left, right. Different years for that car might have a different wire color, so you know, pull your schematics. If you have any trouble, you can always call us. We can help you out with that as well. So what we'll do here now, I'm going to show you the DePin of this. So you can use a few things. You can use a flathead screwdriver. You can use a pick. The first thing you got to do is the last thing we did, right? So the last thing we did was put on our front lock. So the first thing we got to do is remove our front lock. So I'm going to try it here from the back side of the connector, since I'm trying to show you all as we do this. I'm going to get a little tension. You don't want to put too much tension inside the connector, but this one I know will kind of pop up just real light. And then I'll show you something here. It actually has these grooves right there that you can kind of use as well to kind of pop that up. So I always typically will kind of look at the connector, look in there and see what I can use to kind of pop these out easy. This did come out a little bit easier than some take a little bit of finesse. Some connectors actually you only remove that lock just a tiny bit and then you remove your wires. But for styles like this, pop the lock all the way out. From there we're going to have to get into that catch. Now I'll tell you something, these pins, the catch is kind of further down. So let me kind of get it in position first and I'll bring it back to camera because it is kind of hard to see. So I'm going to have to go all the way down in there. It's quite a ways down in there. It's going to be hard to see on camera. But then I'm going to kind of pivot, and what I'm doing is I'm lifting that catch up. And once that catches up, then I'm going to pull back on my wire. And again, I might have to do this off of camera because it's kind of hard trying to show you. Because these are kind of weird, these terminals. And they actually catch, one second, let me just get this here. What it is on these, because it catches so far back, you have to get way down into the connector and then kind of really pull up on it to get that little catch to release. There's only a couple that are like that. They are a little bit annoying, but once you kind of figure it out. So again, let me do it off camera real quick. It'll be a little easier. But what I do, sliding down right in line with that terminal, all the way down till I feel it stop, pull up on it. I might be able to do it this time a little bit better. Let's see. If not, I'll just, like I said, there we go, I got it. And it's just kind of a little bit odd on these, again, because you have to go so far down in there, so it almost kind of is a little bit opposite of the normal ones. We'll do the last one again. We're going to go all the way down in, and then it just takes a little bit more lifting up on these than the normal ones. Normally it's just real basic. You barely kind of lift up on it, it pops out. But again, slide all the way down in there for D81B3. Lift up on it. If you feel like it's not coming out, kind of reset, push it forward first, release that catch, really kind of pull up on it, and then it'll come out for you. So that's DePin. Some people like to do the install. As far as when I say install, I mean soldering your wires with the wires loose. So you can uninstall them if we already put them in, wired up. Just be sure that you again, use a diagram, or if the wires are already in the connector, it was just damaged plastic. Do them one at a time so you know which wire goes where.